Hey, yo, what up, fans of the fucking sport, what up? It's Lamech with Selah Sports TV, back at it again. Cheers! Hey, so I want to talk about, because I think, and the reason why I want to talk about this, because I think the guy deserves it, right? I think the guy has absolutely put it down in the sport of boxing. He's done everything that was expected and quite a bit more. Right? Who am I talking about? One Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Bud Crawford. The guy has done it all, okay? He's done it all in the sport of boxing. And he wasn't, honestly, he really wasn't slated to do so. Like, the way boxing is set up in America, they kind of set up these guys starting with the Olympics, you know? Doesn't always work out, doesn't always work that way. Those of you remember Michael Carbajal, right? Supposed to be Michael Carbajal, whatever. Anyway, Crawford was never one of those stars, right? Well, people probably saying like, what the fuck you talking about? Terence Crawford is a star. He's one of the biggest names in boxing. Yeah, now he is. Yeah, absolutely. But he had to go through the fire to do that. Like, we could just go back to 2019, 2020. He wasn't even being recognized as a champion, right? He wasn't even being recognized as a champion. So, like, yeah, the guy, he deserves it. But that's not what this video is about. What this video is about is what's next for the guy, right? What is Terence Crawford thinking? Because I'm gonna be honest, like when I first heard the Chris Eubank thing, I'm like, Chris Eubank? That just wasn't even on my radar. It wasn't on my radar, right? So then I had to visit the astro plane and really hop in Terence Crawford's mind, right? And see what the fuck is going on. Like, why are you choosing this guy? Like, Chris Eubank fought at 168 before. Oh, yeah. I see what you're doing, baby. I see what you're doing. All right, so now, some of y'all getting what I'm putting down, right? Let's dive in. Terence Crawford is not going to 160 to campaign, right? I mean, look at the thumbnail. Take a look, take a gander at the thumbnail, right? He beats all those guys. Now, Jermall Charlo, I don't think that's a good matchup for Terence Crawford, right? Jermall Charlo's a pure boxer, a big pure boxer. Like, that just don't seem like a good matchup. Jermall Charlo knows how to use his jab. He's not gonna let you get in and start, going crazy on his body. Like, and I don't like Jermall Charlo. I'm just looking at what he brings to the table. Purely from a matchup standpoint. I don't think Jermall Charlo's a good matchup for Bud, but in actuality, I don't think they're going to fight. I really don't think they're going to fight. Jermall Charlo really shouldn't have that belt at 160. I think we're just days away from him giving that belt up some type of way. I mean, it's actually pretty remarkable. I'll use the word remarkable. It's pretty remarkable that he still has that belt 3 years later. He ain't fought at 160 in 3 years. Jermall Charlo. But he still has the belt. Right? He's even come back and had fights. But not at 160. But he's still being allowed to keep that belt. Anyway, I would love to see Terence Crawford fight Johnny Beck or Link Canuli. I would love to see that. I would love to see him fight Johnny Beck. Right? Because that's food, as far as I'm concerned. That's an easy fight. And we got Erislandy Lara on there. We got Carlos Adames, right? We got Carlos Adames. We've actually seen Bud in the ring with Carlos Adames before. It was sparring, but we did see it. And honestly, he looked just fine. Like he was right the way he was supposed to be. You know, he was handling Carlos Adames from what I saw. You know, but that's sparring. We're going to keep sparring in the sparring. That's not, the lights ain't even on. Terence Crawford is moving up to fight Chris Eubank Jr. Not to campaign at 160. He's getting ready for Canelo. He wants that Canelo fight. He really wants that Canelo fight. Right? And if he don't get it, he's going to make it so, he's going to make Canelo look so bad. So bad. Right? Because why? Why? And I can see the Canelo cocksuckers they're getting mad. They're getting ready to start typing angry comments and shit and all that. Whatever. You're going to take this. You're going to take this medicine, motherfucker. He's going to look bad. Why? Because what did he just do? He just pulled Jermell Charlo up from 154. He didn't have a problem fighting a guy from 154. He didn't care about, oh, if I fight this guy from 154, no, but I'm not going to get a credit. He didn't care about that. He didn't care about that. He pulled that guy up two weight classes like it was no problem at all. Right? So if Bud is right there at just one division down, oh yeah, he's right there. He's right there. Bud is chasing this guy. Bud is chasing Canelo. Think about that. Canelo is running. Because I guarantee you, if Errol Spence wins that Bud fight, we probably already had the Errol Spence versus Canelo fight. We probably already had it if Errol Spence won. Right? They were ready for that. They were ready to line that fight up. They was ready to screw Bud on the scorecards, give the fight to Errol Spence, and bring on Canelo to give him his payday. Right? But Bud looks like he busted all that shit up. You know, and they're not happy about it. Because not only did he bust up the plans, he busted up Errol Spence. Like, I don't see Errol Spence fighting again. I don't. And if he does, it maybe to be like 2-3 years down the line when he runs out of money, you know, and like he can build up the mystique again. Like, oh, Errol Spence coming back. Something like that. Maybe he can come back for another big fight. Something like that. Yeah. But as far as like his mainstream boxing career, campaigning, winning titles, and moving up in weights, I don't see it. I just don't see it. I do not see it at all. At all. And something else I don't see, a lot of you guys, you might notice who's missing from the thumbnail, right? And that's because I'm going to put him in the same boat as Errol Spence. And that is, that would be one, Demetrius Andrade. And you know, that was my guy. That's my guy. I've always liked Demetrius Andrade as a fighter. You know what I mean? But he took a hellacious beatdown by David Benavidez. He took a bad beating by David Benavidez. And it's the kind of beating, I'm not sure you can just get up and dust yourself off and, you know, lace up your bootstraps and come back from that. I'm not sure about that. I don't know. I don't know if he can do that. He was already the smaller guy. He really took some punishment in that fight. Right? So I'm not gonna put him, he's gotta show me something, right? Demetrius Andrade gotta show us that he's okay. Errol Spence gotta show us that he's okay, right? That he's back to normal. They gotta show us that. They gotta show us that. I could very easily see both well, not so much Demetrius Andrade. I don't think Andrade's made enough money to just walk away from the game. But same time, I've seen Andrade go, I don't know, maybe he's the plug or something. I've seen him go like long periods of time without fighting and don't be really sweating the fight, right? So who knows what type of business he has set up? Who knows, you know? I'm just explaining why I'm not really including him in this conversation, even though I just did, right? But yeah, Canelo, bro, you getting chased down at this point because it just seems like you don't want to fight nobody. You don't want to fight nobody. You don't want to fight, like, and I'm watching these other channels, Ring IQ and some of these other Canelo cocksucking channels, right? I watch boxing channels. Like, I'm not the type of person where I gotta like you or I gotta agree with you to watch your channel. I get information from all types of places, right? I get information from smart people. I get information from dumb people, just to know just to hear all the dumb takes and the dumb narratives, right? And one of them that I'm hearing now is, well, Canelo, with everything he's done in his career, him not fighting Benavidez, it doesn't really mean anything. I mean, look, y'all can go through all the mental gymnastics you cocksuckers want, right? That's a lot of bending and twisting just to make Canelo ducking okay. That's a lot of bending and twisting in the fucking wind just to make this guy make his actions okay in your mind. Because you have to do that. You have to. Because if you just address the facts, you know you can't defend that shit. So you'll take it to, well, Canelo's career, the motherfucker been fighting since he was 15 years old. All right? Canelo's career, if he doesn't fight Benavidez, nobody's gonna, it's not no big deal. Like, that's a diversion. That's a sidestep, cocksucker. That's a sidestep. And y'all never take that point of view with fighters that you don't like. See, that's the thing about me. I'm going to take the same point of view whether I like you, whether I don't like you. That's why boxing fans over here, they can trust the takes over here. Yeah, you might not agree, but you're going to know is where it's coming from. It's not coming from no fanboy bullshit. So it's no big deal because of Canelo's career, his outstanding career, which he does have an outstanding career. I would never take that away from him. Why? Because I'm a fan of the fucking sport. Because of his outstanding career, it's no big deal if he don't fight Benavidez, right? That's no big deal. All right. Now take that and justify why the fuck he's fighting Jaime Munguia. Why was Jaime Munguia such the priority over David Benavidez when nobody asked him to fight Jaime Munguia? We all know what that fight looks like. Or we all think we know, right? But we all pretty much know what that fight looks like. A guy tailor-made to fight Canelo. I mean, tailor-made for Canelo to fight. That's what I should say. Tailor-made for Canelo to fight, right? So what was the thinking? What was the criteria that went behind choosing Jaime Munguia over David Benavidez? Since David Benavidez is no priority. What's the priority for Munguia? Explain that. But see, you cocksuckers can't do that. You cocksuckers can't do that. See, all that stupid shit. See, some of us can think. Some of us can think our way out of a wet paper bag, right? All that stupid shit y'all say, it don't work on everybody, bro. That's all I'm gonna tell you. The narrative stuff, some of us are good at catching sleight of hand. Right? Some of us are. But I tell you what, Bud Crawford, I like what he's doing. Putting lots of pressure on Canelo. At this point, it doesn't matter if Canelo ends up fighting him or not, right? I think it's good. I think what Bud Crawford is doing is good. Something else I want to touch on, because I saw a lot of people saying this. Oh, I thought Bud wanted a big money fight. Well, this ain't no big money fight. No, I thought he said he wanted a big money fight. Are you fucking kidding me? Bud versus Chris Eubank Jr. is not a big money fight? All right, let me help y'all out, because I see y'all don't have your thinking caps on all the way. Bud versus Chris Eubank Jr. Where do you think that fight's gonna happen at? You think that's going down where? Then they're going to put that in Vegas? Brooklyn? Where do you think that fight? You think it's going to be in Nebraska? They're going to have that fight in the UK. That's a money fight. In the UK, that's a money fight. Damn near every fight is a money fight in the UK. Right? Damn near every fight is a money fight in the UK. So, yeah, go back to the lab, come up with something else. Like, that's a money fight. Now, I'm going to tell you what's not a money fight. Jaron Boots Ennis. That's not a money fight. They'd be fighting for free. That's not realistic. I'm sure Crawford want to put hands and feet on this motherfucker. But he can't fight him for free. These people got families, man. Right? He can't fight him for free. Now, if Boots wanted that fight, why would you go back to PBC when they don't even have a fucking network? You went back to a stable that don't have a network. And then you went over there talking about, yeah, I want to fight Bud Crawford. With what? You knew they didn't have a network, and you went back over there. Miss me with the Jaron Boots in this bullshit. Miss me with that. Now, if you want to talk about Tim Tszyu, fine, we can talk about that, even though I know y'all don't think Terence Crawford is ducking him. Right? No, what this is chess. It's chess, right? It's chess. You putting yourself in position for that big payday that you really want. It's a chess move. What fight would get him closer? What fight gets him closer to Canelo? I think it's this one. Personally, I think it's this one. But we'll see, right? We'll see. These things got to play out, and we'll be right here to discuss it when it happens. But that's all I got for now. If you like the video, bang off on that like button one time. Peace.